looking into a very complex and dramatic story about a father who has made a transition from a man to a woman, a transgender, leaving two young daughters angry, lost, and confused. Now, Carly's mother, Jennifer, says that Michael used to be good about paying child support, but now she says that she's lucky to get anything at all.
Carly was 5 years old when he started paying child support.
I do currently pay Jim for child support. I am lacking right now because of a lot of financial issues that have hit me recently.
Michael is approximately $1,400 behind on his child support. My child support payments did decrease when Michael started going through the transformation.
He will not pay child support so he can have his hormones and his breast augmentation. He's so selfish.
When I see Michael, he has his nails done. He has his hair colored and cut, usually looking really good. I wonder how he pays for that and can't pay me.
He is definitely sacrificing his responsibility to Carly to have what he wants.
As soon as I can find some way of affording it, I definitely am going to undergo the surgical change to female. It's very expensive. It may cost anywhere from $25,000 to up to $50,000.
It infuriates me that all of his money seems to be going to his appearance instead of my child support.
Okay. Respond to that.
Out of the money, there's nothing I can really respond to. I've lost, I run a business that's went downhill. I've lost contracts. The money that I once had is just not there now. I don't go out and have my nails done every single day of my life. I don't have my hair done every day, you know.
Well, everybody's saying you're getting it done every day. I think the point is
portrayed that, you know, I just live this lavish.
You're done right now. Your roots are done and your nails are done. Right now, you cannot deny that. I'm sure you have a pedicure.
I'm sure you're wrong.
Yeah.
I want to introduce Dr. Frank Lawless. Dr. Lawless is chairman of our advisory committee here at the Dr. Phil Show. You have, in fact, been involved in the evaluation and transition of many transgender cases, correct?
That's correct.
If it's done responsibly, there's always a complete evaluation and diagnostics done to determine whether or not the person is ready for it.
That's correct, because what's going to happen is that, as we've seen here, relationships are going to change, jobs are going to change, the whole world is going to change for these people. And if they don't know how to do it, then they're going to basically be suffering, and everybody around them is going to be suffering.
And do you think that's what's going on now? Do you think you're suffering and they're suffering?
Certainly.
You seem very defensive to the point of being accusatory about virtually everything that's being said. And I'm trying to keep this really balanced here, but you say, well, that depicts me wrong. Well, that's not right. Well, that's not the whole story. This is all about them, so let them say whatever they want to say. If there's something that we're missing, enlighten us, because I think they want to know. If there's something they misunderstand or something I misunderstand, then tell me what it is. Because my view is you're doing this wrong.
He doesn't even care. Like, he doesn't care.
You think he doesn't care? Or what? What would he do if he did?
Made him pay his child support. He'd have a look on his face that made him look like he cared. That's pretty blank to me.
Because see, you can, it's kind of like there's the elephant in the living room here, where we're talking about a transgender situation, dramatic, sensational, but take that out of it. Whether you went and got married to somebody else, whether you had an affair, whether you just left and went to live somewhere else, do another job or whatever, historically you have responsibilities. You have commitments. That there are things that you knowingly, voluntarily chose in your life. You say you didn't choose this, but you chose to be a father. You chose to take on these responsibilities. And while you may change gender, and you call them selfish, you call them selfish. I don't get that. I don't get that.
Okay. I can't make them understand.
You can try.
Can you make anyone understand?
I can't talk to them to make them even try to understand. They want nothing to do with me. You understand that?
I don't want my dad. I don't want some chick that wants to be my friend or my aunt.
Yeah.
Now, you get very defensive and off-put by that, but the point is, this isn't all about you. This isn't all about you. You can say, what you can say is, look, I'm sorry, I can't give you that, but you could help her with it. But instead, you're just like, okay, fine, whatever. If she's hurting, you should be healing. If she's confused, you should be clarifying. If she's in need, you should be providing. Because you're her father. Now, you can say you don't like that adjective, but you are a responsible adult in her life that is responsible for her being in this world. Call it mother, father, somewhere in between. The responsibility is very clear. Well, we're going to take a break. Christina wrote something that I think is very poignant, that I think you need to hear when we come back.
Me and my dad always watch the movie White Chicks together. My dad told me, Carly, the reason we watch White Chicks so much is so that I can slowly tell you about my transformation. When my dad told me that, I was in complete and utter shock. I didn't know what to think.